right, thank you. 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, and looks like a beautiful 4th of July morning. It's a holiday. It is the signature holiday of the summer. You think so?
I think
Like
so.
Christmas is the signature holiday of the winter, and 4th of July is the signature holiday of the summer.
Yes.
All right?
it is.
Galen Newnold is on the phone. I hope. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin, how are you?
Good. Where are you today?
I'm at home today,
Yeah?
so,
And you have the day off and tomorrow, or just today?
just today.
Why is
Today, back to the grind tomorrow.
But the Life South Community Blood Center's bus is going to be at the Marion County God and Country Day, though.
Oh, yeah, not everybody's off, just me.
Yeah, we're here.
We're out there today, so we're excited, it's tradition now, and, it's one of those signature events in Ocala, and if you haven't been, you should go. To me, it's right up there with the parade and right up Ocala. It's just an incredible event.
Oh, certainly, because I remember when it's at its inception, it was at Tuscaloosa Park, and boy, was that a lot of fun. A lot of families came out for that. It was amazing.
Yeah, the great thing about being at Tuscaloosa Park, you could see it from just about everywhere in the city.
Yeah, right.
And then it just outgrew it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? The event got bigger than the space would allow, and so that's the cool thing about going to Ocala. They have so much room out there. It's easier to park. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Good place.
Good fundraiser for the JCs too, which is their biggest event of the year.
Do you remember when it was at the state park, state fair? The fairgrounds, do you remember when it was at the fairgrounds, like 1 year or 2 years
Oh,
ago?
yeah, I remember that, too.
Somewhere
I
not,
remember it was at the airport. Wasn't it the airport 1 year?
oh, was it? I don't remember that.
I don't think
I don't
so.
remember it being, what's state fairground? I don't know what that is.
Well,
On Mary Camp Road.
It was near Silver Spring Shores, yeah.
Yeah, it was at an intersection at Mary Camp Road, and it was the fairgrounds, and they had it there for a year or two. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't even know if the
Yeah.
fairground is still there. I don't even know if they call it that anymore.
No, it's all built up now.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know of any fairground.
I don't-
I mean, it's been around for a very, very, very long time, so.
I remember taking, but no, they had the Marion County Fair there a couple of years, and I remember taking my children there, and then my son, he played a game and he won a pair of real brass knuckles, so that shows you some kind of the vendors that were out there.
In the early 90s.
Yeah.
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 So what are your thoughts on the president's parade, especially the inclusion of the military tanks, et cetera?
Well, I mean, as far as it's not the first time it's done. I mean, you can go, JFK did it. I don't understand it. I think we should look at our military with pride, and I think people forget what July 4th is about. It's about where, as a country, we decided to take arms against, the people who we felt were, tyrannous and oppressive. And the military was the heart of that. I mean, George Washington was a joke. So, when we did this, we overthrew a military that was in our midst, and I don't understand.
Well,
Different people get offended by a flyover. I'm like, what?
no, I'm not offended by a flyover.
No.
I'm not offended by a flyover.
But there are.
And I'm not offended by the parade. I just think I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's us. It doesn't seem like something we would do. And I don't think that means I forgot the whole importance of what the Declaration of Independence meant, or what our fight for independence meant. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like it's the kind of country we are, showing off, speak softly and carry a big stick. I love that expression, and so.
Yeah, I get that, but it's not the first time we've done it. We've had missiles go through on the parade on July 4th in Washington, D.C. So I think this is a new thing. We have aircraft carriers that go all over the world to show our might to the rest of the world. As the most effective fighting machine in the world. I I think, I don't know, the military is why we're here. You know, our military is the reason why we're the greatest country in the world.
It does, yeah, there's no argument about that. There's no argument about that. But go back.
The military represents us all over the world every single day. And it's the symbol that most of the world knows of the U.S. They think of the flag, they think of the military.
So, okay, but the statement you're basically saying is that you're okay with it. That's what you're basically saying.
Absolutely.
Okay, and that's where that Robin and I are not okay with it. But no, we're not offended by it. I just think it doesn't, you know, it would have been something if he, you know, Trump, if he were my friend, I would say, I don't know, that looks like something North Korea would do. That doesn't look like something we would do. But to support my thought on this, I want to take you back to high school. In the parking lot, you know, the kid with the really cool, really powerful, really fast car who just drove it slow. And then the other kid with the little Pinto who was spinning his tires.
Yeah.
You know, I like the guy who has the strength and just doesn't show it until he needs to show it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the way I feel.
I'm trying to understand. So what about the tank? What bothers you about that? Is it just a symbol of power?
I think I said it already. Let me try to say it a different way. What I said already was, it just doesn't seem like us.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't.
It just doesn't.
Why isn't it us?
Because if you are powerful and you only use that power because it's the only way to settle an issue, then good for you. That's why God gave bears power. They don't fight things unless they need to.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. That's probably a bad example. But, you know, I really think you're supposed to be loving. I think you're supposed to be trying to help we're supposed to be trying to help each other out. We're not supposed to be flexing our muscles and saying, look how powerful I am, you better behave, otherwise I'm going to whoop you. I think the message should be, look, we're pretty strong, but we will use that strength if we need to. But in the meantime, look, we're going to have a good time, and we're here for each other, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and I look at it in a different way. I think that the very best of America is our military. I think it represents all the greatness that we have. It's the most inclusive.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that.
They're the most highly trained group of individuals on the planet. They come together for a mission, and to have July 4th without honoring, and to me that's what we're doing by having them in a parade. We're honoring them. I think it's fantastic.
You're making really, really good points. I absolutely don't disagree with what you're saying. I have this part. I'm not offended by it at all.
Okay, but I'm stuck on this because to me, you know, what about when you have veterans in a parade, right? And they're carrying the flag, and you know, it's a group of veterans from different wars.
Yeah.
And they're driving in a Jeep. Is a Jeep different than a tank?
Good point. Hey, you're making really good points.
They're both military vehicles.
But I have something that is at the core of who I am, and this may help explain it better. What I always think, what would Jesus do? If Jesus was going to hold a parade, would he put tanks in the parade? I don't know. He might put the men and women who actually fought for freedom. He might say, you know what, I want to make sure these guys are recognized. You know, and he might be okay with a Jeep carrying them so they don't have to walk the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about a machine with a big tube that comes out the front of it, and the whole point of that tube is to kill people. That's the whole point of a tank. And I'm not saying it's not necessary. My dad drove a tank, and I'm proud of my father. If it wasn't for those tanks, we wouldn't have won that war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So I'm not against everything you say. I agree with. I'm just trying to explain to you where I'm coming from. And I do come from that place where I try to use as a litmus test the WWJD expression. What would Jesus do?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. you know?
Yeah, I get it, but is it, so you're against it in any parade? Memorial Day.
I'm okay.
This isn't an Easter parade, it's July 4th. And you know, and some things are just worth fighting for, and I think to hide away from, our strength, I just don't understand.
If the attempt in this conversation is to win in a debate, I will give it to you. I will step back and allow you to win this one. I just don't think if I were in his shoes that I would have done that. That's all I'm saying.
Not with the tanks, no, I wouldn't have done that.
It's just the way I feel about it. And if you were in his shoes, clearly you would do it. And as your friend, I would say, Galen, come on. Tanks? Come on, tanks? It looks like something North Korea would do. That's what I keep thinking.
Yeah, we're
looks like
putting ourselves to their
something
level.
Hitler would do. Remember that gigantic tank?
I mean, yeah, and that's, I understand the imagery, but we're not, because that's part of the propaganda of what they're trying to do to weaken our military and in my mind, make us weaker. I mean, but there's also the images of you know, tanks freeing Europe. Without the tank, fascism rules all of Europe.
I just said that, and I don't. Why would I disagree with that? I have no disagreement with that.
It's independence. No, but if it's an Independence Day, too many people think that independence just came to us and that we were just.
Yeah, but I'm not one of them, and you're debating me.
I know that. I know that. But I think what happens is we have this attitude that, you know, well, it's okay. Whether we like it or not, the United States is the leader of the world. You know, they say the leader of the free world, but we're the leader of the world. And our number one representative throughout this world is our military. We have military people all over the country at all times, nearly they're constantly on every continent, with a base on every continent, and that military presence is there.
No, and I'm just adding to what you're saying. I'm not taking away. I'm adding to what you're saying.
Yeah,
in those,
it always bothers me when people think that it's the same imagery as, you know, the Hitler used or the North Koreans.
but I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. How did I do that? I did not do that. Come on.
This is something that North Korea would do.
Correct, it is.
Exactly.
It looks like something, yes.
Yeah, it looks like.
You didn't let me say something that I wanted to say. Let me just say what I wanted to say. In those places in the world where we have military bases, and the people in the town where those military bases are have come to love the American soldier because of their presence there. The reason they love those soldiers is because those soldiers are real down-to-earth men and women who go into their towns, they buy their food, they eat in their restaurants, they treat them nice, and they just have a good experience with them. It's not because they're driving tanks down their streets.
It's the people.
And that's why I'm okay with walking down the street in uniform. I want to salute our veterans.
I think that,
I already told you won this one. I don't.
But you're saying something I'm disagreeing with. Having, you know.
I understand. No, there's no question in my mind that you disagree with me.
One of the things you said that I disagree with is, you said that the way we won the hearts and minds of the people in other countries is because of how nice we treated them. That is a small part. But the reason that we are loved in some areas is because we freed them. So, for example, when I lived in the Philippines, you know, there were people there, and I was there in 1988, who had relatives who were killed at the hand of the Japanese, and how they tortured them, and they...
Yeah, see, I understand. I know. Listen, Galen, all the examples you... Keep talking.
You know, our military vets, look at, that's what freedom. And a tank is a symbol of freedom.
It is a symbol, but it's the people behind the tank and the people behind the machines that are the real heroes, that are the real ones that the other people from other countries can respect.
Okay. We couldn't have done it without the tank. We could not have won World War II without a tank. And I think that it, to me, it honors everybody who fought in that tank by having it on Independence Day.
Well, that's a good thing, because see, that's what independence is all about. It's about all the different opinions that people have. And then we get together and then we all come up with an agreement, and I can see your point wholeheartedly.
All right. Well, it checks out on me.
No, he has to fix something else. It's technology. It's a blessing and a curse, but he's getting it fixed, so he takes care of everything here, so he manages, he's getting it all done. Are you going to any of the fireworks tonight?
I don't think so. I haven't gotten that far yet, to
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you, so. Gonna just hang out with my boys. We're gonna go see a movie today. Gonna go see John Wick 3.
Oh, wonderful.
So, yeah.
Mhm.
That's kind of what we have planned.
Yeah, movies are a good place, and John Wick's, that's a pretty popular trilogy, I think.
It's awesome. It's a lot of fun.
I really enjoy stuff like that too. I just think it's pretty amazing. And I think the timing for everything that the people in Hollywood do when they release different films, they just don't do it haphazard. They just go ahead and they have it all calculated as to what will work when.
Absolutely. They spend a lot of money on that. I think it's like usually over half the budget is to marketing and all that stuff. So that's a big deal.
And they do a good job with that. They're pretty smart when it comes to that.
Sure. Yeah. Somebody told Jobs.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's,
the fireworks tonight?
yes, I am. I think I'm going to go to On Top of the World because it's close to my place, and it's really, really pretty out there. Great seats. You can bring your own chairs, and it's really wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. It should be a good time.
I think
Really
so.
good time.
And the JCs too. I mean, the JCs always do a fabulous job.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a good day. Always a good day.
I think so. A great family day.
I'd like to own a tank. So, I don't know, I'd be okay with owning a tank.
Yeah, they have
All right,
one.
let me see if I can,
Drive it.
Kayla,
Take it out to God and country.
Galen, listen, I have been, I don't know how to connect you, because of the new system, to a call coming in. So I am going to try. I think this will do it. I was looking it up just now. Oh, now the person's not calling in. Never mind. If you want to call in, you'll be my test person. I just don't want to knock Galen off.
Yeah,
All right, hold on. I think this does it right here.
okay.
Merge call. Good morning. Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Galen, are you there? Hold on, Galen, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, good. Okay, I did. Okay, good. Good morning, Hugh. How you doing?
Very good. I just wanted to say, I totally agree with what Galen there, as a taxpayer, as taxpayers, we spend a lot of money on the military, and for God's sakes, let's every once in a while see a parade with tanks or something so we can see what the heck we're spending their money on.
There you go. Appreciate the opinion.
You know, I will tell you this, Abrams tanks that technology is like 30 years old now. But it's just it's a massive platform. So I'm always, the tanks are, I don't know how more useful they'll be, but they're pretty incredible. And if you've ever seen one up close, if you've ever seen an Abrams tank, they're impressive. They are massively impressive. So.
Well, I haven't been around much, so I don't think I've seen a tank in my life.
Well, I'm glad you've seen a tank. Have you seen an Abrams going?
I saw Strauss. I didn't see Abrams, just Strauss. I wasn't sure about the Abrams part. All right. All right, so I mean, clearly you disagree with me. I mean, that's the thing. And none of the points you made to make it seem like in some way I was comparing. I love Trump. I'm a Trump supporter. I'm just saying I disagree. I disagree with his decision about the wall too, by the way. I don't agree with everything, and I didn't disagree with everything that Obama did. I like to take things one at a time. This is a simple one. This is not a big one. This is not going to be life-changing. So have the parade with the tanks. It doesn't really matter to me. I was just saying that if he were to call me up, "Hey Larry, what do you think?" I would say, "I don't know, it looks like something Kim Jong-un would do."
Yeah.
That's what I would have said. And if he said, "Well, are you telling me I'm like Kim Jong-un?" I would have said, "No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying it looks like something he would do." That's all. If we live in a democratic society, and we do, then the majority rules, well, good. Then I live with what the majority says. If the majority wants the tanks, then let them be there. If the leader of the country wants the tanks, then let it. Who am I to say you can't be there? Just if you were asking my opinion, and it has nothing to do with comparing our president, that is, oh my gosh, you don't know me at all if you think I'm comparing him to Hitler or comparing him to Kim Jong-un. I'm not comparing him to anybody.
No. What you're comparing to is the display of the military as if it's something that what you said is that's what Hitler or Kim Jong-un would do. And I'm like, yeah, they've done that in the past as propaganda. We're doing it as a symbol of freedom.
Well, and I know, I don't disagree with anything you're saying. I just disagree, and you disagree with me about putting them there. I'm not saying it's propaganda. I never said that, and I never said it was comparing anybody to a Hitler.
You know, right? It's just the military, you know, march down there and you know, and during the parade, with the military march, just the military.
If I answer that question, will you answer my question next?
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead and ask the question again.
Would you be okay if it was just the military in formation walking?
Yeah, we're okay with that. Okay.
Kim Jong-un and Hitler did that as well, so
Okay. Good point.
it's just okay.
My question to you.
Thank you.
My question to you is Jesus ever going to rule the world?
Yeah, when he comes back with his army.
Okay. So when Jesus is on his throne in this world, and he has a parade, will there be tanks in his parade?
There'll be angels that come down that won the war and killed the darkness. Yeah.
No. Saying angels doesn't mean for tanks. You said, I said, will there be tanks? Wait a minute. Here's debate 101. Debate 101. I asked the question, will there be tanks? And you said, yeah, there will be angels. Well, yeah, there will be angels. That's like saying, Mom, is there going to be steak for dinner? Yeah, we got fish.
Okay.
You just, debate 101. I'm just educating you on the debate rules.
There will not be tanks, but there will be, the angels will be carrying the weapons that they use to give us our everlasting life.
And what are those weapons?
Well, there's fire, there's all kinds of things that he uses. So, you know, the 30 horsemen and everything else.
Gil, where's the bloodmobile today?
The Bible is full of war.
Where's the
The
blood?
Bible is full of the trumpet.
How much of that war in the Bible did God cause? How much of the war in the Bible did God cause?
Did he cause? Or
Yeah.
he told the Jews to go and kill the Canaanites and you know, and to walk around Jericho until the walls fell.
All right, you win.
So they
Galen wins.
No,
I'm going to go make coffee now. Galen, where's the bloodmobile? I have to. I have no choice. I have to go. I have to go. I have to go. Look at the clock. Thank you, Galen. All right, bye.
Fox News, I'm the
And President Trump gearing up for his Salute to America, featuring tanks on this 4th of July at the National Mall, where protesters also plan on being heard. Critics say taxpayer money shouldn't be used for the event.
To prop up a presidential ego is not reflecting well on our country.
Democratic presidential candidate, Indiana Mayor
I know, but I can't
competition, New
communicate to
Jersey
him.
Senator Cory Booker is talking immigration.
Booker crossed over the U.S.-Mexico border in El Paso, Texas, to assist 5 women seeking asylum in the U.S. after he said President Trump's handling of immigration policy has had a cascading negative effect.
Costing us more resources.
Hours before Booker visited, President Trump disputed claims migrants were treated poorly, saying they are living in conditions that are better and safer than where they came from.
Fox's Rob Dawson. This is Fox News.
So he's trying to do it from here. too.
At Fidelity, we believe nothing should come between you and your money. So we're introducing zero account fees with zero minimums to open an account. All because we want you to invest with
It's the
zero
microphone
trade-offs.
that's not working.
Visit fidelity.com/value to learn more.
It's not there.
Zero account minimums or zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Expenses charged by investments such as funds and management accounts and for commissions, interest charges, or other expenses for transactions may still apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
Yeah, I can do that.
Pros know doing it right means getting more bang for your buck, because putting more towards your bottom line is good for business. Lowe's is here to help with July 4th savings, like $45 off 5-gallon pails and $15 off gallon cans via Lowe's gift card when you buy select interior and exterior paint and stain. And get up to 40% off select appliance special values, like a Whirlpool refrigerator was $13.99 and is now just $9.99. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 7/10 US only.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. A heat
told him he wanted
advisory
you to
is
keep
in
arguing,
effect
but
for
he
today for
continued.
Ocala and all of central
He
Florida.
continued. I said you
Temperatures
win.
expected
I
to
lost
be in
the
the mid to
argument.
upper 90s
You got
and
one
heat
person
indices close to
holding it.
110 degrees.
with you.
A heat advisory means hot temperatures and high humidity will make heat-related illnesses more possible, so drink plenty of water and stay cool. A Florida man has been sentenced to 30 years in federal prison for shooting and wounding a police officer after stealing a car in Lakeland. The Trump administration is sending migrant girls who have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border to a new Florida facility run by a nonprofit organization under a government grant. A mysterious flying object resembling an orange fireball streaked across Florida's skies yesterday. Turns out it was pieces of a Chinese rocket as it re-entered the Earth's atmosphere. And Daytona Lagoon in Daytona Beach is celebrating Independence Day with free admission for all active and retired members of the military. And that is your news brief from The Source.
On this Thursday, Independence Day, times of sun and clouds with a heavy thunderstorm in spots during the afternoon and evening hours, but mainly dry along the coast. The high 90 at the coast, 94 inland. Overnight Thursday night, clear to partly cloudy, low 74 inland, 78 at the coast. For Friday, times of sun and clouds with a shower and thunderstorm around during the afternoon and evening hours. The high 90 at the coast, 94 inland. For Saturday, clouds and sun with a couple of thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. The high 88 to 92. From the Florida